like, and subscribe. Now you tell me if I am lying. On January the 6th, 2001, African Americans saved the United States from a coup designed by Trump to overthrow the government by preventing the counting of the electoral votes. While this was going on, Trump was watching, and he did nothing to stop it. He didn't call in the National Guards to stop it. It was stopped by the security, the Capitol Police security, and by the police force in Washington. The Illuminati, who Trump was representing through the MAGA Republicans, were going to sacrifice the senators, congresspeople, as well as the vice president, Mike Pence. They had a noose outside for Pence. Would this mob have hung him? Now, a lot of people are going to sit back and say, no. But when you get a crowd of people moving in a certain direction, it's going to be hard to stop them. And they are not going to be thinking. And my point is that African Americans saved this country, saved this democracy. We saved this democracy during the Civil War because slavery is not democratic, and we saved this country again January 1st, 2021. And had not that angry mob followed that black policeman, they would have looked in the other direction where the senators and congressmen were trying to get out. He had them chase him away. And by doing so, Mike Pence, congressman, and the senators were unharmed and were able to come back later on that night and complete the count. And what did Donald Trump say? He told them to go home and I love you. And he is not in jail. He is still trying to overthrow the government if he gets back in. What did he say when he was on the bus? He said that he paraphrased, that he grabbed women by their vagina, even if they are married. And if you are a celebrity, they will let you do whatever you want. What else did he say? He said that he was going to finance his entire campaign. That was a lie. What else did he say? He said that he would show his taxes after he became president. Then he spent millions of dollars trying not to prevent the showing of his taxes. What other lies did he tell? He said he did not know Epstein. That was a lie. There are videos of him partying and talking to Epstein. He and Epstein also had a private party. He is a felon convicted of rape. But he says that everyone is against him. But he has already lied to us before. Why wouldn't he? Are you going to trust him again? Then he said he's going to be dictator for a day. How can he be dictator for a day? Unless there's something going on. Because we all know, if you are a felon, you can't vote. And if you are a felon and can't vote, then obviously, if you are a felon, you can't run for president. A president is supposed to be of good character. Trump not only did that, he said that he wants everyone to vote for him. He says that he stood in front of a church holding a Bible. But later on in a speech, he slipped and said, I want you all to vote for me. All you Christians, vote for me, but I am not a Christian. He said he is not a Christian, and then he altered the Bible. He has his own Bible, which is the scriptures, the word of God, he has altered, and then he said, I am not a Christian. Then, when evangelicals asked him, has he ever asked God for forgiveness, he said no. Jesus said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And heaven knows Trump has been throwing a lot of stones, and we know that he is a liar. So therefore, he has committed sins, and he should not be throwing stones at anyone. Now, why do I bring this up? Because Asians fought to get rid of affirmative action, saying that black people were taking advantage of it. But it was us who gave them affirmative action. And when they took affirmative action away, who did it hurt? It hurt the Asians. You see, kissing up to the Illuminati is not going to help you. White supremacy means white supremacy. Vivek, or whatever his name is, he bootlicked in front of Ann Coulter. And to paraphrase, she basically said, thank you for bootlicking, but you are not white, so I will never vote for you. Think. And then Caucasians, think. If white supremacy is the order of the day, why are so many of you poor and can't make ends meet? It's not because of Mexicans coming over here. Don't tell me that people that come to America that cannot speak the language, do not have the education, can take your job. How can a Mexican take your job and he can't speak the language? He don't have your education. So how can he take your job? I mean, they're basically doing farm work, which you don't want. See, but I bring all this up is because you have to understand how the Illuminati works. They blame other people for their indiscretions. They blame other people for what they do so that they can put the other people on defensive and draw and draw the evil that they have done away from them. They put the evil on black people, so we have to defend ourselves while they're just standing there laughing at everybody. I mean, who created the minimum wage? And if they loved, and if there was a such thing as white privilege, why would there not be a living wage instead of a minimum wage? You see, it is a minimum wage for the people, for white people as well as people of color, but there is no minimum wage for people who want to be billionaires and control our lives. And I bring this up to say it's time to start respecting African Americans for what we have done for this country. Because first of all, if slavery had not been defeated, white people would not have jobs. Because black people, we were carpenters, builders, farmers, and we brought all this knowledge to America from Africa. And if we were still slaves, white people you would all be poor. Barefoot, poor, and have nothing. It's time to give respect where respect is due. So I explained how we saved and what we did for white people in the Civil War so that you can get jobs. What we did fighting for civil rights benefited Asians and people from India and Mexicans. We fought for the civil rights, that affirmative action that you all benefit from. And we also saved the country from a dictator whose goal was to build a fence and keep Latinos, Mexicans out the country. And those Mexicans that even voted for him when he became president, he still deported you. You see, white supremacy means the Illuminati. It doesn't even mean white supremacy. It means the Illuminati. And not all white people are a part of the Illuminati. Now, if I'm wrong, leave a comment and I'll answer it. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.